at the moment some 23, 24 degrees outside, and you start to run in the forest. And the second thing, the helmet, because in Estonia, our professional fire brigades, we use exactly the same PPE for every fire. That means you can go to the forest, you have very protection, helmet hood, very heavy helmet, and then the working time is half an hour and the guy is down because no energy anymore. And then that's the reason why you have good time to think about those, because we are late. We forgot in one moment to think about the different types of the PPE, and now the result is that we have only one. And that's the problem. That's really problem. And now, if you will take and open the catalogs of the PPE, you can see that there is a lot of, not a lot of, but different levels of the protection. And in Estonia, I know something about the firefighting equipment too. And there is level 1, level 2, level 3. And if you know that you never go into the burning house where are very high temperature, you can get much lighter version and much cheaper again, because there always must be the calculation behind, and you really need to think about that. And the second thing is that where is the red line, because if, for example, the ISAR set up the capacity for the forest fires, after 5 years it's automatically against the fires without forest, and then you see that, aha, now I am standing in front of the burning ship and should support the fire brigades. And exactly the same chain was in here in Estonia. In the very beginning, the voluntary firefighters for the professionals were some kind of strangers from the moon, idiots, because free time and they are playing with the fire trucks. Now they are our colleagues, our friends, and then but it took time, some more than 10 years. And the main difference between the professionals and the voluntary fire brigades was, not easy anymore, was the breathing apparatus. Because the professionals must use the breathing apparatus, the voluntary fire brigades never use the breathing apparatuses. But now, first 3 or 4, first voluntary firefighter brigades, they have the breathing apparatus. That means no different anymore. They do exactly the same physical test, the same medical tests. They are like professionals. And it started like automatically. And the hope of the ministry, it's very high. They really, and time to time it's the conflict area, because our voluntary people feel that the government pushed the tasks of the government to them. Mm-hmm. It was in one period, it's voluntary, they can do it. Excuse me, I am voluntary, I don't want to do that. But the hope was very, very high. And now the same, they share free of charge of the hydraulic equipment for the vehicle or car crashes. And some voluntary fire brigades are happy, but some of them very open, no. We use our fire trucks or my boat on the sea, and don't tell me nothing about the traffic accidents, because just to keep the voluntary line.
We have positioned our approach to firefighting as kind of like being out of scope. Mm-hmm. So we haven't finished this discussion in the association, but the majority is, the opinion that yes, we will support, but we will not, do the actual firefighting, maybe in a limited manner and special circumstances. Yeah. But the call-outs we've had recently we have been requested for support, and then there has been this creep where we have, been actively participating in the Gore-Tex, hiking gear. So that we decided, it's a good idea to come to Estonia and see what options we have, and then finish the discussion. And
check the materials, because today you can find even the shorts which are bulletproof and and the fireproof. Yeah, really, and they are not so heavy, because the slippery point is that if we are talking about the firefighting, everybody see immediately the house in the flames. Of course, this is the bad reality, but we have to think about who is dealing with which type of fires. And as Gert mentioned, he was thinking that I am the hero, I go to the forest fire and start to extinguish, but no, you have to fix the tank first. What? and in this case, maybe the Iceland needs something different, maybe because logistical support during the forest fire is extremely important. Food, drinking water, broken hoses, broken machinery. Time to time our logistical guys, they are working really during day and night just to fix the broken stuff. And the same. Maybe you have to set up some sleeping facilities for the people who will be evacuated, or where are you sleeping if you will stay more than 2 or 3 days to the forest. And here I would like to see, it's something is in English too, to show you one thing is that command centers. One thing is the ATV and hose line and backpack pumps and the equipment. It's very easy to understand, but somebody need to sit somewhere in the command center. And now the question is where it is. Maybe you have so good radio communication system that the command center is your station. You set up the environment in there, and then they just use your screens, maps, GPS, and you don't even need to go to the ski. But for that one we have 4 mobile command units. If you are back again in Tallinn, then you can visit my office, or I can visit you, and you can see the style. It's Mercedes-Benz Vito. It's not big, but inside is the free working, let's say, places. And computer screens, office materials, such type of things, printers, pens, pencils, paper. And this is something important, because if you have the good and functioning command system, all the accidents are shorter.
We have had a look last week at Pavel.
Okay, you have seen it.
So we've seen the big.
It's a bus. It was
the bus,
huge coach.
Yeah, we have a similar concept. It's a truck with a box, and it's about 2/3 of the size of the bus, and we use that for incident command.
Yeah.
But then we have fixed locations also for the coordination and stuff like that.
And command centers, those buses we have in Estonia 4. Every region has one. That means they can go to the forest and stay there. And in this presentation, as you see now, the minister is in Estonia as a towers. We see each other, but we live in our towers, The ambulance service. Because if we have or open the show in the forest, there is always permanently first aid capacity, must be. And now is the negotiation between Estonian Rescue Board and the Red Cross. Maybe the Red Cross set up not the mobile hospital, but the mobile nurse. I don't know, there is the ambulance car and maybe some tent, just to avoid, because what we do, we always ask one ambulance car from the everyday life to the forest. And in Estonia we have, I think, in total 80 ambulance cars in the country, driving every day around. And believe me or not, if we will take one from there, the people on the streets can feel it. Somebody need to wait ambulance longer than accepted time with a heart attack or And now we try to find some little statical approach, just to then, okay, please ambulance, come and sit in the forest. Because those people need to go home.